Thank you, thank you. Give our host and the progenitor of this event, Mr. Manny Lopez, a round of applause. Now I need everyone to bring your energy up and with power and conviction repeat after me. Everyone say, the triumph. The triumph. I know some of you all are a little sleepy right now because you just ate, but pick your energy up one more time and say, the triumph, of high achievement. That's why we're here today, because of what? The triumph of high achievement. Theodore Roosevelt, one of our great presidents, many years ago, he said, it is not the critics who count, not the person who points out why the strong woman stumbles or how the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the men and women who are actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. But who does actually do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who at best knows the triumph of what? Of high achievement. And who at worst, if she fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that their place will never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. We are all here today because we understand what? Say it with me. The triumph of high achievement. Raise your hand if you're a high achiever. I want you to turn to someone at your table, look at them in the eye and give them a Les Brown smile and say, it's not the critics who count. No, it's not the critics who count. That's why you're here today. Why? Because we're at Serve X. Serve X is what? This is the arena. The minds in this room can transform the planet. The business deals that will be formed here will echo beyond what's happening today. Raise your hand if you already know that. Yes, yes. And I've been in the personal growth industry since I was a little kid. I'm Les Brown's baby boy, and I'm Manny Lopez's pride and joy. And I am so proud of my brother because I am witnessing high achievement. To bring, repeat after me, say OQP. OQP. That's what my dad talks about. That stands for only quality people. There are only quality people in this room, and there are 3 phases of the triumph of high achievement, and I want to share that with you. 3 curriculums. First, you have the dream phase. Everybody say dream. Dream. Yes, yes. One more time. Give me some energy like Beyonce was up here. Everybody say dream. Dream. Yes, yes. Your dreams, people wonder, what are your dreams? Are they just part of your imagination? What is it? No, no. Your dreams represent who you are. When you've got a dream, inside you, to me, your dreams represent the data of your identity. And so when you look in the mirror, you are not your flesh and bones. No, no, no. You're not that skin. No, no. You are your what? Your dreams. Raise your hands if you know what it's like to have a dream. To have a dream. Yes, yes. Guess what? Guess what? The dream is just the first stage. But also there are some people in this room who's gone beyond the dream. See, one day, Manny Lopez had a dream about Serve X. But raise your hand if you know he's beyond the dream right now. Yes. Everybody, point to Manny. He's in the back of the room. Extend your hand out to him. Say, Manny Lopez. Manny Lopez. You made your dream real. You brought your dream to life. And now we're all profiting because of it. Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause. Yes, yes. First is the dream phase, and so many people, they get stuck there, and they don't know how to turn their dreams into reality. And sometimes these people are in our own family. Sometimes they're friends of ours, right? Why? Because they don't move from the first place. You got the dream, and then you've got the destiny. Everybody say destiny. Destiny. Oh yes, when someone's got a destiny, you can tell as soon as they walk in the room. When someone's got a destiny, they don't have time. See, I believe there's a war going on. It's not a war between China or Russia or the Lakers and the Warriors or anything like that. No, no. It's a war between the critics and the mentors. Right now, there's so much negativity online. There's so many alerts that we get on a regular basis, and all they're doing is criticizing others. And that's not going to do it. The people in this room, you're the mentors. You're the servantpreneurs. And that's why I'm here. And that is a part of your destiny. Now write this down. See, your dream represents who you are, but your destiny represents what it takes to bring that dream to life. Everybody say, what? Yes, yes, yes. There are some people in this room, they've learned what to do. They're not talking about the dream anymore. They're living the dream. And they've got a destiny. Here's what I want you to write down. If you don't claim your destiny won't claim you. If you don't claim your destiny, if you don't launch your vision, if you don't develop that nonprofit organization, if you don't give back, if you don't develop that after-school program for youth, if you don't open up your university, if you don't develop that online course, guess what? Your destiny won't claim you. That dream was given to you for a reason. It represents who you are. And once you start to take action and surround yourself with qualified mentors and ignore the critics, then you move into a new age, a new stage of reality. And that's called the destiny, where whatever it takes, even if you got to come early, even if you got to throw an event and you don't eat all day, even if you have to start several months out and you don't know who's going to show up or if they're going to show up, even if you got to get the #1 motivational speaker in the world to live stream in, you do whatever it takes to bring your destiny to life. So first you've got the dream. Everybody say dream. Dream. And then you've got the destiny. If you got a destiny, everybody say, I've got a destiny. Oh, there's some people in this room with the destiny. That's why I called my dad. I said, Dad, you better bring it tonight on this satellite. There's some people whose lives you touch that you haven't met yet, and you've got to meet them. I walked in this room and I was inspired. But that's not it. First you got the dream. Then you got the destiny. And then finally, it's called dynasty. Everybody say dynasty. Dynasty. I am here because of a woman by the name of Mrs. Mamie Brown. She had a 3rd grade education, but her dream was to be a mother. She was not married. She did not have a lot of income, but she adopted 2 kids. One of them was my dad, Mr. Les Brown. And every time I speak, I don't speak for money. I don't speak for attention. I speak because I'm a part of Mamie Brown's dynasty. And what I'm doing is keeping her dynasty alive. You can go ahead and clap for that. I feel my grandmother's spirit in my bones because she used to scrub floors to make sure my dad didn't join a gang, to make sure that he could go to Liberty City, to all around the world. And here's the difference between a legacy and a dynasty. Write this down. Your legacy is how you want to be remembered. But your dynasty is why you will never be forgotten. I'll repeat that. Your legacy is how you would like to be remembered, but your dynasty is why you will never be forgotten. And so right now in this room, we have a duty to Manny Lopez. We're a part of his dynasty now. Come on, yes. It's our job to make sure that when we connect with people, we actually follow up and do what we said we were going to do. It's our job to make sure that the little boy who went from an orphan to a CEO, that we make sure over the next 5 to 10 years, we empower a whole new generation of orphans to become CEOs. Raise your hand if you're a part of that commitment. Yeah. Alvin Toffler, the author of Future Shock, he said, The new illiterates of the world are not the ones that cannot read and write. The new illiterates of the world are the ones that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Yep.
And that's what you're doing here today. That's why you're in this arena. And when you leave out of here, guess what? Take it with you and build your dynasty. Create your dynasty. I really look forward to meeting you all. If you haven't taken a selfie with me yet, make sure we get one. And I will talk to Manny about there's one of my goals. When my son, I'm a dad now. I'm a proud dad. And I remember when my son was born, I was in the hospital, and when he touched my finger, his little nails were so soft, they curled up on me. You know? And I looked at him with those Greg Reed eyes. And I said, there's greatness within you, son. And I remember after he was born, I went and I picked out my dream home. And it was in an area not too far from here. Before I realized what I was going to do or how I was going to get it, I just went home shopping. And I'm proud to say I live in my dream home now. And I would love to do something in 2019 with 19 people. I want you all to come to my dream home and let's do some things in 2019 to build your dynasty, okay? If you're interested in that, I want you to talk to Manny Lopez about being one of the 19 people, and we'll have a private experience. In closing, I just want to share something that my grandmother used to love to hear my dad say. And I'm happy to be able to share this with you on the stage of Serve X, Manny Lopez's dynasty. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you'll gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you'll simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither poverty or cold, sickness and pain of body and brain can keep you away from that thing that you want. If dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you will get it. This is John Leslie Brown, Les Brown's baby boy, Manny Lopez's private boy. Saying it's been a fun, peace, and pleasure, as well as a privilege. Thank you very much.
Now that I'm all sweaty trying to run up here, it's like I'm gonna make it up there before he gets out. All right, so what I was actually setting up right there in the back is if you guys want to connect with John Leslie Brown. I just set it up literally in the last 60 seconds. I'm running here, it's crazy. All right, so all you gotta do is just text in my cell phone, that same number you've been texting all day to all the speakers' numbers. It's 714-369-8528. Just text the letters JLB, John Leslie Brown, JLB. Oh.
You good?
I'm getting too old for this.